Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's guest is again the one and only Martina Wagner from Austria. Hello, hello, my friend. How are you doing today?
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Caroline, I'm so excited and happy and enthusiastic about joining you all and coming back again. And I brought an oil inspiration. So we can
Oh,
start right away.
it fits perfectly to the title of the podcast. And when you remember, we did this already 1 year ago. So we celebrate two things today, episode 400, and also the 1 year of podcasting. And we celebrate life, we celebrate you. And I would like to introduce you to the audience real quick. Okay. So you are based in Austria, a certified Napoleon Hill global success coach, aromatherapist, and founder of Success Coaching for You. You specialize in guiding individuals and businesses to achieve freedom and fulfillment through holistic strategies. A best-selling author and international speaker, you draw on your expertise and mentorship from leaders like Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins to inspire clients to overcome limitations and thrive. Welcome to the Inspired Podcast, Martina Wagner. And I'm so blessed by your presence. Of course, I have a question for you. I know we don't need like scripted questions because we are best friends for life, but this is the reptile brain telling me to prepare questions for my guest. But what then happens is the magic of this Inspired Choice podcast. So let me read my prepared question. How do you integrate aromatherapy into your coaching programs to create holistic growth for your clients?
Oh, that's pretty easy and it's just fantastic. I mean, you have to imagine, I am normally coaching via Zoom or the internet because all my clients are all around the world on all continents. So it's pretty tough at the beginning to expect that all my clients have these great aroma oils, which I'm working with. So because I'm working with such pure oils, they have such a high frequency. And what I do is I use them, I put them on my hand, very simple, like we do now. And we start with inspiration, of course, because it just goes with your broadcast. And then I inhale it and send the frequency towards you and towards everyone who is listening to that. So you can feel already raising your frequency. And that's the most important thing because all your goals, all your expectations, everything you want to ever achieve are on a high frequency. And just by using them, just by sending them through, and of course, the top experience you have when you have them in your own hands, but you feel already, and I think you do as well, dear Caroline, feel the frequency raising. And that's how it works in the beginning until all my clients get their oils in person and they choose their own variety. And what it does, it just lifts you up. It just inspires you. It just gets you on the right track. And that's a great thing about these oils. And it's the shortcut to all you desire for everything you really, really wish for from the bottom of your heart. So that's how it works.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for mentioning this again. So we met in January 2023 and I was really like depressed or something and I didn't know what to do. So I knew my goals, my visions, my dreams, but I did not know how to set them into motion or into action. And I remember when I tried my first oil, it was Clarity, and it arrived 15th of May, and I will never forget this day. And this is what I applied right now before our conversation. And I have to say, and I have to admit that I did not really believe into the power of the oils and the frequency. So we have this belief, we can work on that. We can work with, and now I'm, so I had a little pause in between when I drifted into the, oh, it doesn't matter to apply the oils every day. And then you go to your old frequency, right? You mentioned it already. And then, but yeah, you can strengthen your belief. And I'm very grateful to you. I can say you this after 1 year or 1 year and a half working with the oils, 1 year of podcasting, and we celebrate this today. My next question to you is, what inspired you to establish success coaching for you, and how has it evolved over the years?
Well, I mean, most of the people don't know my story, and it will be told in my next book, which is coming out soon. And I wasn't always on high frequency, and so it was important for me to tell my story, but it was more important to me to show to the world and to my clients that whatever happened in their life before, it's not the end. It just, you can raise above everything. You can do whatever you love. You can do and be whatever you want to be, and you can earn or get or have whatever you want to be. So I'm the living example of that. And I think, Caroline, over the last year or two, which we really know each other by now, it's like happened so many things. I manifested so many things, and it just goes boom, 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 boom. And as I said, it wasn't always like that. I had really great mentors, always. I always go to the top mentors. I always invested all the money because I'm not going to anybody. I just want to learn from really the top, top, top people. And I did that, but I could not implement this stuff. So a good friend of mine, she said, "You're using oils. Why don't you use them in your coaching?" So I was like, uh-huh, okay. I use them like for mental stuff. I use them for the physical stuff. I use them for animals. I use them for all their family, for my kids, for my husband. But it never occurred to me to use it for my coaching, for my personal coaching. So when I started using the oils, it suddenly changed the whole world. It suddenly showed me to get inspired and listen to my intuition, to jump into impulses and just go for the things I really want. So when I saw it, it worked with me and the coaching worked, then I suddenly was inspired to get it out to the world, to support as many people as I could. And right now, dear guys, I'm really sorry. I work mainly with female entrepreneurs. I work now also with very professional athletes. And of course, I'm there for you guys, like, no problem. You just write to me. But it's really important for me to get this.
Now
There
you
is more in life. You can reach anything, and especially women. You have to juggle your everyday life. You have to juggle household. You have to juggle family. You have to juggle a relationship. You have to juggle your business or your job, whatever you do. And suddenly you get overwhelmed. You don't know anymore where to go, what to do. You're just kind of burning out. You're kind of not knowing and getting depressed and frustrated, and you want to give so much. And that's why I come into the game, because I have done everything you have done. I have all the struggle myself. I had my up and downs, and that's why I got into the Napoleon Hill, where I got into the oils, into the combination, where I got into this higher frequency coaching. And it's just the best you can ever experience on this holistic way, on comparing and combining everything within you. And there's an all for that, of course, which is the highest potential. And everyone has everything in itself already. And with this oil and with this holistic coaching, we get everything out of you again. This is what I really love.
Oh, I love that too. And I saw your success. And not only I saw it, I love your success as well because we met as coaches, so to say. And then I found out you're working with the oils as a professional as well. It's not like a practitioner and I use some oils. It isn't because I did this as well. You remember when I told you about the stuff I have in my household? And then you said something like, throw them all away. When I told you they are already 20 years old, I have them. I moved with them 7 times, something like that. And then I did this, what you told me, and I just used the what you recommended to me, and it worked. And also you helped me with the application. And I love how you use the word high frequency coaching. We have also this book coming up where you represent a chapter about the podcast we did before in my 1 year of podcasting, and it has the headline "The Frequency of Success," and this is what you embody, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I think you just attract everything and anything you need. You just have to take care that you're on the right frequency because you don't want to attract the things you don't want. So if you are raising up, if you are on your frequency of success, of your goal, of whatever vision you have, what do you attract? Of course, the resources, the people, and everything you need because everybody knows we don't go for the how. We just know what we want. And the how will come. The how we will attract. And that makes everything so easy and so joyous. And you get into a flow and it's just fun and it's inspiration and it's like, woo, all the time. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, people think we are high all the time, and can tell you a secret. We are high on frequency, high on life as well. But it took time, of course, to find out, or it's not the finding out part, it's to allow it, to allow to yourself to be open enough to ask for help and for support, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I tell you, Carol, the last almost the last 1.5 year, the only aim I was working on is exactly this easiness, this effortless, this joyous life. Like I have success. I had my clients. I have success in aromatherapy, but it is always kind of, are you good enough? Are you worth receiving without hard work? So that changed now over the last 1.5 to 2 years with me, where it goes in a flow, in easiness, in joyous, and that makes a whole lot of a difference because now this is really life. It's not you work hard and you don't have time for everything anymore. You work precise, you work very, like, how do you say, you work when you have the impulse, you work inspired actions. And then you rest. You just connect with the universe, with God, with the spirit, whatever it is, get the next impulse, and then you go again. And it's much easier because now I have time for my family. I have time for so many things. I still work, but it's a different kind of work. It's like with ease, with joy, with flow. And that's what I really get across to my clients. And it's wonderful. It's really wonderful.
Yes, it's the message that it's possible. And I remember when we met, it was a little bit so in the beginning was the self-confidence camp. Yes, and then I just want to add that we did this in English language and you offered this in German language that I wanted to say because we are like the catalysts also from one language to the other because there are many people not speaking English. And we learn this from our English or American mentors and coaches, our leading examples as well. And I'm so grateful because we met through this. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's also like an offer I have to everyone in here because it just like pierced my heart not to talk about it. The self-confidence camp, which Caroline just mentioned, it's just a base. But if you don't get the base right, the fundamentals right, how can you really get into like your big goals? Always this little something, this little voice within you holds you back. And that's what we work in the self-confidence camp at the basics. It's like we write your news story. We look into deep, like inside yourself. And out of that, of course, then we go into God's and Goddess creation. Then we go into the elite coaching because it doesn't work the other way around if you're still stuck somewhere at the bottom. So I think this is a great combination. And in combination with the oils, it's just a life-changing experience for anybody who is in there. And that's just fantastic and so rewarding, not only for me as a coach, and I learn with every coaching myself, but for all my clients. And it's just, yeah, you just have to carry it out.
Yes, and it is so valuable, like you. I mean, like you and the people you coach as well, and because everyone is worth it. And I like the name Self-Confidence Camp, and that reminds me. And when you talked about this is the base, then I thought about this base camp on the, when you want to climb the Mount Everest, for example, or the other mountains, the other, I don't know if they are 8,000 feet or something or meters, whatever. And you start with this base camp, of course, and you cannot see the top of the mountain because there are clouds, but you work on that, you work with the oils, and then all of the sudden the clouds are removed and you know exactly where you are going. I think this is what you describe and what you teach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, I remember you, Caroline. It was like when you had your clarity all first time in hands, it was like you called me and you said, whatever this is magic. It just opens up everything. And like you had your vision very clear there and focused. And I think within days, everything changed in your life. And I think this is it with the coaching, with the oils. Everything literally changes within hours, within days, within weeks, not within years. And that's the fun part. So many people wait forever. So many people just think, well, I have enough time on this earth, but you don't. You never know how long and how much time you have. And my question to you, have you until now really ever lived? Did you find your big five for life, I call it, which you really wanted to have? Do you already know for yourself what really, really counts in your life? What's so important that you go for it, that you jump out of bed every single day because you are enthusiastic about it, because you're excited about it, because you're inspired about it? Do you have that yet? So, what is your purpose in life? What is it? Are you living it already? And if not, how much time do you still want to waste? I think we have no idea how long we are here on this planet Earth. So, why don't you start now? Why don't you start now living your life?
Yes, my desire is to live life to the fullest. And dear listener, if you listen to this on 15th of December 2024 or the 10 years later, we are still here for you. The oils are here, the coaching is here, Martina is here. Please connect. Of course, I have another question for you. Let me see. Can you share a success story that reflects your approach to helping individuals achieve personal and professional freedom?
Yes, it's actually a coaching friend of mine who is really inspired. He is a world champion, X-time world champion, and he is so inspired on supporting people, but he got stuck. He got frustrated. He didn't know. He was like there and there and there, but didn't know where to go. So we worked with the oils. We worked with the baselines. We worked on his really big vision. And in combination of all that, he found his way. He has already opened up his own coaching business. He is already like coaching internationally. He's so successful. He's so clear on his mind on where he's going that it just has to be a success. And I think that's possible for everybody. But sometimes people believe I can do it myself. Honestly, I'm a coach over 10 years now, and I'm in personal development more than 35 years. I had mentors, you name them, and most probably I had them because I really went from Jim Rohn to Tony Robbins to all these big guys to learn from the best. And still, I'm learning from the best because I still grow. I have to grow to support all my clients. And this guy, he's the same thing now. He says, I know I need a coach. I know I need a mentor, no matter how far I'm already come, and no matter how great my success is, because at some point you just fall back. At some point, life happens in between. And that's the time when you should better have a mentor, a coach on your side. It's worth it. It's worth it every cent. It's worth it the experience. It's worth it just the knowledge. I have somebody if I need somebody. And I think that in combination with everything is something that helps you very, very much.
That's so true what you said. So a mentor saves you time. And you know what? I had a podcast interview yesterday, and the man, the very inspiring person said to me, a mentor or coach is like a time machine. Catapults you to where you want to be in speed or light speed or something like that. And I'm impressed. And you mentioned it, success story. Then we have the oils. We make a decision. We ask for support. And it happened to me. I want to share. It happened to me over the last 3 years, for 5 or 6 times. I cannot count anymore, but I returned. I think for 6 times I quit the mentoring, let's say, and I returned to the same person because the task is not done. It's the guidance we need, and we have to accept and allow first that we are worth it. You said this before. Yes. And I have a question about, yeah, you named your mentors and coaches already, about your goals. We know you set goals for yourself and intentions. And what is one of your next projects? You mentioned books coming up with your presence. Yeah.
Yes. There are a couple of books coming up. Actually, I'm the co-author of one, The Circle of the One, Volume 2, and I just can recommend it. Get the Volume 1. It's inspiring. It's healing stories. In this Volume 2, where I am also in there, it's about empowerment. And yes, Caroline just showed it. It's fantastic. And it comes with card. It's like about gods and goddesses and spirit. and it's like going on the next frequency. It's going on the next dimension. It's wonderful. But also, I'm having two goals right now and two projects I'm working on. The one is we are just not only working with professional athletes like adults, we also go into kids, teenager coaching. So we want to inspire a real professional sports world with some coaching programs with I Am the Champion. And on top of that, my love is to travel. My love is to travel on private jet. So how do you do that? Well, you just think about it. You set it in your mind. You meet people suddenly who have private jets. So what do? They invite you. Isn't it cool? Later on, maybe I have one myself. I'm not sure if I want to have that. But it's like, this is the fun part that comes when you support as many people as you can. If you don't ask, you are not being given. Ask what you want. Ask and it will be given. If you don't know the how, who cares? It comes from the universe anyways. But having these clear goals. So what my next thing is hitting the 1 million very shortly. And I want to just sponsor as many kids to really get into education, to get into a life, where they are taught to live their life to the fullest. So I have a couple of sponsor kids by now, but I want to increase the amount very big. And that's one of my heart projects I'm also working on. And then, of course, even supporting more and more people around the world, because I know money in the hand of good people is good money. For me, that money is God in action. So how could you not wanna inspire people around the world? And here, a big thank you to you, Caroline. You inspire every day with all your podcast series and on a daily basis. It's just fantastic. Just listen to it, guys, over and over and over and over again. We have to do it on a regular basis. It doesn't help just 1 day and 2 days and 3 days, and then we don't do it for another month. And then you're just starting from the beginning. Keep on going. Be consistent. Just go into it. Do it with discipline. You can reach any and everything you really, really hope and wish for. And honestly, we only have very limited kind of imagination. The results are mostly bigger than you ever can imagine. And that's the really cool thing about all that.
That was so good, Martina. Just like your first thoughts to the audience, like a speech you gave. Thank you, thank you, thank you for our interview. I have one last question is where we can find you when people want to reach out to you after listening to this episode.
Well, I think as always, you put somehow underneath somewhere, you will get an email. You can really contact me anytime. You will get a website address. Just contact me, get into contact. Don't be shy. Just try it out. There's always a connection. And if not, hey, good. We have just a great inspired talk. Everything is okay. I am, of course, there's one more thing I want to mention to every listener. There is a special offer for you because it's important to share, and sharing is caring. And you get two, one on the coaching side and one on the oil side. If you decide you want to try, get in contact of Caroline, get in contact of me. You get a 50% discount. That means you get a kit of oils with a great diffuser and a couple of other things, which is worth more than $400 or euros. And you will get it for whatever, probably about 180 euros or $180, something like that. So it's a whole lot of value in there. And it catapults you right away from the first smell onto a different frequency, on the frequency of your goal, of your desires. And the other thing is, I offered it before and I will offer it again because the year is almost over. You will get a free masterclass. We have it in German, we have it in English for 3 days. It's about 6 hours of getting advice, getting tips, getting some instructions and some help on how to catapult you into this next year, into your next project, onto your next level. Use it. You will get it for free, which is normally about 999 euros. So you get it for free because you're inspiring Caroline, you're inspiring me, and we want to inspire you even more.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. This is so generous. I wanted to add, so please reach out to Martina or to me. I will do the connection then for you with you. We do this every day. We are inspired to do so. And I wanted to mention beginning, so when the year is over, 12th of December, then I started to release even 2 episodes per day. And this is my contribution. This is the news, by the way, also. We have the 15th, because you said you inspire the world with your podcast every day, twice a day. My dear, this is new
Woo-hoo!
because there's more, and more is to come from you as well. I want to have a free ride in your private jet, of course. Let's do this one day next year. Or, yeah, 2025, of course. Thank you for our interview. I'm inspired now.
Thank you so much, Caroline, for having me again. And I promise I come back anytime. It's just worth it. You do such a great job, and we can't get it out enough, honestly. So thanks for what you do and keep on doing it, keep on going. It's wonderful. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for saying yes again. And I see you in the next episode.